The divine doesn't question. It moves with certainty, without hesitation. It doesn't beg for alignment, it is alignment. It doesn't wait for signs or second opinions. It simply expresses, effortlessly and fully, from a place of timeless knowing. And when you begin thinking from the version of you that already knows, not hopes, not guesses, but knows, that's when reality reorganizes around your truth. Everything that once felt distant, delayed, or conditional begins to accelerate and align, because your signal no longer carries doubt, only direction. Welcome to Manifestramind, where we don't chase, we embody, we don't wish, we walk as if it's done. Most people try to manifest from where they are, from fear, from lack, from waiting, from checking the clock and wondering if the universe has forgotten them. But the field doesn't respond to where you are, it responds to who you're being. That's why thinking from your current state often keeps you looped in the same timeline. You think of the future, but act like the past. You want change, but speak like you're stuck. You visualize results while rehearsing failure in your inner dialogue. Your words say yes, but your field says maybe. And the universe always listens to your energy, not your mouth. The version of you that already knows, that version walks differently, speaks differently, doesn't ask, will it happen? That version walks in rooms already tuned to the vibration of done. They don't flinch when it takes time. They don't shrink when it gets quiet. They hold the frequency of certainty because they're not waiting for confirmation. They are the confirmation. You've met this version in glimpses, in those quiet moments when you weren't doubting or comparing. Maybe during meditation or while journaling. Maybe in the shower when the noise stops and truth slips in. That voice that whispered, "This is who you really are." That sensation of peace that didn't need proof, just permission. That's the one we're calling forward. So how do you shift into that version? You pause and you listen. You remove the need to get there and instead ask, what if I've always been it? You ask, not from lack, but from curiosity. What would the version of me who already knows do next? How would they breathe? What would they stop chasing today? Would they chase? Number, they'd align. Would they doubt? Number, they'd move with quiet certainty. Would they over-explain, overthink, over-effort? Number, they'd act as though the result was catching up to them, not the other way around. They would embody the arrival, not the chase. Thinking from the version of you that already knows doesn't require hype or performance. It requires truth, and truth is felt. It's steady. It doesn't need convincing. It just needs to be lived. And once it's lived, reality has no choice but to respond, not because you forced it, but because you matched it. So stop waiting for signs to confirm you're on the right path. Become the sign. Live in the decision. Align with the outcome before it arrives. Embody the tone, the posture, the energy of someone who already remembers the ending. Make your life feel like an echo from the future, not a plea to the unknown. When you speak, speak from it. When you act, act through it. When you doubt, return to it. Sit in silence until that version whispers louder than your fear. Because the truth is, the universe isn't giving you what you ask for. It's mirroring back the version of you who made the request. And it responds in clarity when you no longer contradict yourself. Think from the version of you that already knows, and everything begins to know you back. Thank you for aligning with me today. Repeat, embody, receive, and remember, your mind is the portal, and knowing is the frequency that unlocks it all. Walk like it's done, and the world won't know the difference.